in the game of Deadeus, you literally are growing up in a town where there is a conspiracy.
Right. It's kind of like growing up in a cult.
Right. And you
I
don't
mean,
know in the game what the conspiracy is. Like you're saying, like there's different endings which effectively determine what that conspiracy is. You basically discover that the conspiracy is something very personal, or it's something very broad and universe shattering, or all these kinds of things. But that's a really interesting way of determining it, because it does mean that there's no true ending. And I think that's a choice that the developer had to say, like, oh yeah, there's like a million different endings, but we all know that the real ending is ending number 3 or something like that. But to the best of my knowledge, it doesn't seem like that's been communicated. It doesn't seem like the developer has like blessed a particular ending.
Okay, so that is where I'm going to disagree, because that's where I most enjoyed the game. So when I played the game, I played through, I got like 5 or 6 endings, and I really enjoyed the game. And if I would have just put it down and walked away at that point, I probably would have called it like the best Game Boy game I've ever played. When I came back for this podcast, I decided to play through all the endings, and I do want to talk about them in detail here in a minute, but I just want to say there is, I believe, a canon ending.
Okay.
That's after reading an interview with Isma and learning more about this like Deadeus world, and he had planned a sequel. Like a Deadeus 2. So if there's a Deadeus 2, then that means there's got to be a canon ending.
Fair.
And after playing through all the endings, I think the game really heavily points towards one ending as being the canon ending. But once I realized that, and maybe I'm wrong, but once I realized that, I actually thought the game was a lot less effective.
Interesting.
Like I wish that it would have been more open-ended, but I don't think it is. I do think that there's a canon ending.
You think the canon ending is leaving town, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You just walk away.
Just leave it.
That's the canon ending.